Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Davey Squires.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 2 of Squires Station. I'm your host, Davey Squires, and this whole episode is presented by Area 67 Studios here in Cuyahoga Falls. It's Area 67 because everything is green. Right, Mike?
That's correct.
And I heard you provided the water.
I did.
Is this true?
This is true.
What
It was delicious and refreshing.
What do we got today? Drug Mark
Agua Pure.
Aqua Pure Zero.
Drug Mart's finest.
You did say you went to Drug Mart a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I went to go get some drugs and thought to get some water.
Get your drugs and your water. Same place.
Let's give this one a taste test, guys.
It's got a oaky finish.
Yeah.
Light tannins.
I taste some minerals in there.
Ooh.
12 key vitamins and minerals. Uh-huh.
Some hydrogen, some oxygen. Good
Yeah.
stuff. All the essentials.
Helium,
Helium.
uranium, magnesium, sulfides. Yeah.
Peptides. I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm here on the show with Salinas Pali, which is both you guys together into one, conjoined into one.
Together we are one.
With one more guy who's MIA tonight. But yeah, we're a trio officially. Yeah. So.
Well, introduce you guys to the audience. Who are you guys?
Well, I'm Nick. This is Kevin.
I'm Nick. This is
Kevin.
Nick. Kevin.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm Kevin. I play guitar, sometimes bass, and background vocals.
Yeah, I'm guitar and vocals as well.
Nice.
The last show we played, which was...
I think it was in February or March.
It was at Buzzbins, right before, like the week before shit shut down.
Yeah.
I feel like you were on bass that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just
That was
kind of
a dope
depends on the
show.
vibe. Yeah.
Buzzbin is like
It's just wild, dude.
always a good time.
Always.
They have the biggest like solo cups. Like they're big. Like I went there for my birthday
Oh.
and they just had these giant cups and they were doing like $2 margaritas.
No
I
shit.
just filled them up and
Wow.
I was like, wow. It was Scott Goldie's birthday too.
Oh.
But yeah, it was fun. I didn't even know they had that big of solo cups. I didn't even know they made that. Like, they had to be like.
Dude, are you talking about their water cups? They're just like this, yeah.
Yeah, they filled the whole thing with margarita. And I'm just like,
Wow. This
all
whole
right.
time I thought a solo cup was like a standard size, but
No, changed my life forever. I mean,
I can understand that.
so do you guys both play? You guys both do guitar and bass?
I'm mainly on bass. I mean,
Dude, I can't play bass.
I was gonna try to give him some credit.
Dude, I have the bass.
He has a bass.
I like to fiddle with the bass.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
He has a trumpet.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll put my lips on a trumpet once in a while.
All right. Okay. Getting risky business.
A little risky, yeah.
No drums.
Djembe.
Djembe.
Yeah.
That is a drum.
That is, yeah. I mean, I mess around on a kit, but I am very far from calling myself a drummer. But yeah, I'll play percussion, so I'll give
Okay.
myself that cred, I guess, for sure. But yeah, mainly, bass and guitar here. Switch it up, acoustic and electric. Also, that kind of depends too. It just depends on what our song is and like with our set. Because kind of the crazy thing with some of our songs is like they can have different personalities. Like they can be pulled off like acoustically, or they can be pulled off more rockin' electric. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to you guys on the way here,
Oh yeah.
and I know like some of your songs are a lot harder, like into that kind of rock territory, and then some of them are like reggae and like kind of swung that way.
Yeah.
Does
Probably
it?
everything is circles.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one has like the horns and the kind of
Yeah,
horn lines
yeah.
on it.
I feel like the stuff we work on now isn't as much like that. We've kind of like narrowed down a bit more. But yeah, that first EP we put out was just kind of like, what are we?
Yeah.
Let's do what we like. And yeah, it kind of just all came together to one thing. But
Yeah, it was fun for that reason because every single song, you're right, had its own distinct personality. We had stuff that was like kind of more psych rock, more kind of just rockin', some more funky kind of reggae vibes.
Yeah.
And then like a jam tune, Skyfunk is kind of like jam band style, like so. They're all within that rock niche, but Yeah.
Is that like dependent on what you guys are listening to at the time?
I don't know. Maybe it just kind of has to do because we both have like very eclectic musical tastes. Like, I mean, well, I don't know about you. I can listen to anything. Like, so I'm all over the board, and it is kind of what I'm inspired by. Because I might go to Starbucks and hear jazz, and I'll be in a jazz mood for like 2 weeks, you know, and then like get into metal stuff, you know, like all of it. So I guess it kind of bleeds into the music we create. So yeah, which is kind of sweet, but. It's also cool to be in a band that, like, I guess our style kind of is open to having all of those.
Yeah, it's like an open-minded type thing.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Genre bending.
Yeah. Starbucks Radio. They have some killer tunes.
Honestly, though, I worked at Starbucks for a couple of years, and the one thing I do have to say is they play some good music most of the time. But,
yeah. A lot better than Dunkin' Donuts, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't really spend a lot of time in the lobby at Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
Yeah, sorry to disappoint.
What? So how did the band start?
Kevin's parents' basement. You know, we just started jamming together one night, and
Well, actually, it started at the Better Block Festival.
Oh, that wonderful.
Yeah, that was a fun
Wonderful
time.
evening.
A buddy of ours was just kind of helping promote it was in Canada, it was called the Better Block, and it might still be a thing, but it was pretty much just like a music and arts culture festival, and he put a post on Facebook like, hey, I'm just looking for musicians to fill time slots. So I just like hit him up. I was like, okay, cool. I might try to get a group together, and
I think at the time we had been jamming together a little bit.
yeah, we jammed a couple of times, and we were like good friends. Well, we were like friends, I don't even know if we were like buddies through our mutual friend, who's my brother-in-law. But like that was before I think we got like tight, and then we played this show with like a group of other people, and then we like just the two of us ended up keep jamming and
playing open mics and whatnot, and then we're like, oh, we can have like a band, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So that festival was kind of your first gig?
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
say so.
yeah, yes and no, because it was definitely we had like just some other friends like played with us. So like a dude I used to play with on drums, and then another guy John on bass. So like
But it was like all covers though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like then we started writing music together, and I think it was probably like several months before we actually played a legit show with a band.
Okay. So was that when you adopted the name?
we were like just kind of Kevin and Nick for a while, or Nick and Kevin, and then, you know, Kevin, Nick and the Space Heaters, and then
Space Heaters.
We had these little, actually, you might have yours.
I brought my THR.
The
I'm playing for
THRs, little
tonight.
THR Yamaha amp modelers. They look like little space heaters.
Mhm.
So yeah, just we were at an open mic, and one of the hosts was like, just said something like, "Oh, it looks like a space heater," and then that night we just signed up on the list as Kevin, Nick and the Space Heaters, just kind of for kicks. But yeah, Salinas Pali kind of came around. We were like, at the point, I think we decided like, yeah, like let's actually do this. Like we should be a band. Like we had some musical mojo flowing, and we just we came up with the name, and yeah.
Is there any particular place that came from the name?
It's inspired by, so there's a Salinas Valley in California, and Pali in Hawaiian means cliff. So it was just kind of inspired by like, cause there's like that duality element in our music, like, that is kind of like there is lots of styles going on, but then also
Just kind of like opposite sides of a spectrum pulling at each other, and it's kind of like the duality of like the valley and the cliff, so it just kind of played into each other.
yeah, it's kind of one of those things that just had like kind of came about because I took a trip to Hawaii, and so like I learned a couple words while I was there, and that was like one of the words that like I learned, and I don't know why it was on my mind. I think we were just like throwing band names back and forth, texting one night, and that I just kind of came up with it, and it kind of just stuck. So it was cool because I remember one thing that was kind of important to me is I wanted the band name to sound kind of like it almost could be a first and last name.
Yeah.
You know, like Steely Dan kind of come to mind, that type of thing. So, but it was funny. We had a lot of discussions about the band name afterwards because a common reaction was just like, "What? Like,
Yeah.
what is your name?" I remember like talking to friends like from high school, you know, like catching up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in a band. What's your band's name?" Salinas Pali. Like, what?
What'd you say to me?
What'd you? Yeah. But we
Or just like, can
eventually-
you spell that again for me? Or,
How do you say
know.
this?
But it just got to a point where we just like we became that name, and like that's who we are now. That's how people know us. So it's just like, it's easy to go by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It fits. It works.
It does sound like a singer-songwriter like name, though, but I mean, it's different. It works.
No doubt about that.
So yeah,
It's funny,
yeah.
There's a dude on Facebook called, I think it's Salinas, or he has a name.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I've seen that.
somewhere like South America or something. I'm like, this dude, poor guy is probably like, who the fuck are these guys taking my
These
name?
These guys aren't even me. Who is this? Oh my god. I was driving here tonight and I got a FaceTime call from a number I didn't know. It was, I think it was a 514 area code. And
Where is that?
I have no idea.
Is that cool? Columbus, maybe? 514? Or no?
Is that?
I think that's 614.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right. Or no, that's Goose Island. Isn't Goose Island 614? Isn't that Chicago?
516.
516, okay.
I don't have no idea. Now I'm on edge.
Oof.
If they find me dead,
Maybe they just want to contact you about your vehicle's extended
Yeah, dude, I was
warranty.
literally just gonna say that.
why would they FaceTime? Can you imagine being
They're,
FaceTime
dude,
for
they're just
that?
upping their tactics, man.
It's just this middle-aged bald dude just like, yeah, we're contacting you to extend your vehicle's warranty. So what make and model is your...
Dude, what blows my mind about that is like that shit actually works because they keep calling. You know it's working for somebody. Somebody's extending their warranty. You know what I mean?
I always block the number, and then somehow they call me again. Like, with a different
With another number,
It's like,
yeah.
It's like, what? What?
Yeah, I had the craziest thing happen. It was a 330 number, which is like local to Canton, obviously, and so I missed the call and I called it back, and just some lady answered, and she's like, "Hello." I was like, "Yeah,
dude, I've had that.
I got a missed call from
They're like,
you."
why you
and-
calling me? You called me.
Right, we were having a discussion.
Who are you?
Yeah, and I guess at one point, I don't know if they're doing it anymore now, but they were like taking other people's numbers and then calling somebody else through it, like ghosting. I don't know what the term would be, but like I would call through Nick's number somehow, and then it would call you, and you would think it's his number, but it's me trying to spam people. I don't know. They're
That's
crazy.
weird.
They're crazy, dude. It gets deep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, that's like those deep fakes, but only it's on the phone. Da 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 da.
The saga continues.
Oh my god. So, what's your guys' favorite part about playing out? I know it's kind of a weird time, but think back to when you could play out.
Being on stage, like I feel like getting up to the point where we're on stage is always like an interesting time. But like once you're on stage, once you're playing your music, the people in the crowd, you could see people dancing, enjoying themselves. Like it don't get better than that. You know, people liking your music, calling out your song, singing your lyric, like all that shit is just infectious, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, it's weird, but that's definitely the biggest thing I miss. It's just like seeing people enjoy your shit.
Oh yeah, and it's like like getting into it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you can't do that sitting down like at all.
Yeah.
Well, you bop your head, you know.
Right. You can get into it in the studio a little bit, or if you have a real hype rehearsal. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely that, seeing people's reaction, just getting like real-time feedback is awesome. Like, I don't know, for me, like the biggest compliment is if somebody is like dancing or moving or vibing to some sort to like what I'm playing. Like that's just a huge compliment, because that's like the most natural response to music, right? Like just dancing. So I don't know, that's just seeing that instant response, that instant feedback is like really cool. And then obviously all the other stuff, like the social aspect, like getting to see people. Like there's a lot of people that I haven't seen since we haven't played shows. Like that your main social connection is through venues and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
Man, there's just like so much opportunity to be inspired by like new musicians or established musicians. We go out to shows all the time, and just that opportunity is very few and far between these days. But
Yeah. I know you guys would frequent open mics.
yeah, that was kind of our jam. At least once a week or so.
Pretty
We'd
much.
rehearse once a week and then do an open mic once a week. That was kind of the routine for a minute. But yeah.
Yeah. You guys got a favorite one?
What was it up in
and I love
Lakewood?
Kelly's.
Yeah,
Kelly's podcast.
Kelly's was good.
Winchester's nice.
Yeah, both of those I'd say equal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. How about you? What's your favorite open mic?
Probably, I do like Kelly's.
Yeah.
Meg does a really good job at that.
Oh yeah.
The Cave down in Barberton, they do a cool open mic.
The Cave.
The Cave.
I've not heard of that one.
It's like a coffee shop down there. But yeah, a lot of local, what do you call them? Barbertonians. Barbertonians.
Barbertonians. Right.
That's a word.
Right.
They go there and yeah, that's a lot of local people, but it's a cool place.
Yeah. I gotta say, Bring Your Song, actually. I don't know if that technically qualifies as an open mic since it's kind of more of like a format type of thing. But
you sign up for it, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope. Props to Ron for that. Like that's a really cool thing. I'm looking forward to when it starts up again.
That's the last open mic I went to.
Really?
I think
that might be the last time I saw you in person before tonight is at Bring Your Song, for sure.
Yeah, like back in...
It's probably March, because it was what the first whatever day of the week of that month.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Must have been before all this popped off.
Popped it off. And popped off it did.
Right? And continues to pop.
Right?
God damn! You guys have a favorite venue that you guys like playing at?
Dude, the Winchester was kind of like we had our album release there, so it was it was a special night all around.
It's a dope venue,
and I think that might be one of the more high profile stages we've played.
I've always enjoyed the Oracle too, man. Anytime we played at the Oracle, it's been a good time.
Their sound system.
But then Buzzman is just like the the good classic hometown grit. You know what I mean? Like that's a good time every time.
Yeah.
And they have a nice stage out back too. Like.
Yeah,
we never played on that one.
We never did. I actually saw midget wrestling back there one night.
Hell yeah, they did have that.
Yeah, no, they had I forget what the there's a real big rockabilly kind of.
Oh, the dudes who set their guitars on fire.
No, it wasn't those. No, it wasn't those guys. Gojaju or something. I forget their name, but it was just like it's like a local rockabilly group. I saw them kill it at Buzzbins in the backstage, and it's just like the right vibe. It just fit. Everything is just like yes. Drinking PBRs. It's like I would change nothing right now.
I forgot they had midget wrestling.
Yeah, it was intense, man. Like that, I've never been like into WWE or anything. Like and seeing that up close was like, you could feel it was like they were getting dropped hard. And that was not a soft mat. You know, it had a little bit of spring to it, but yeah, they were throwing each other around. It was pretty crazy.
God.
Yeah.
Was it like an actual ring?
Yeah. It had it set up like either on the stage or right by the stage. But yeah, it was like a midget wrestling tour. Yeah.
That's cool.
Only a Buzzman, right?
Yeah.
Or not only a Buzzman, but...
Yeah, I feel like, Buzzman, that's definitely the place for that.
For sure. For sure. What is your favorite Indian war chant? Is it that one or is it
favorite
speechless?
Stop the question, man.
It's been a while since I've studied Indian war chants.
Right. Wait, you were out west not too long. Well, it might have been a while ago, but I remember because you had your whole album, right? You kind of put a project there. I don't know if it was an EP or something, but
it was the last year.
Okay.
I went out to Colorado.
Nice.
Got super duper stoned and all that.
Nice.
One in Rome.
Right.
It was fun.
And also one in not Rome.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love the mountains out there. Oh.
Yeah, dude. That's exactly.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are you guys working on now? Like, are you guys recording?
So we started our album, like, what was it, 2 weeks before everything shut down. We recorded Rhythm, All It, Real Grey with Spencer, and it went really well. We were super stoked on it. Me and Kevin had been doing stuff, like, on our own, and then, like, from the point where everything shut down, it just kind of dropped off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then we slowly started picking it up back on our own, but there's just something about not being able to, like, feed off each other's inspiration. Like recording in your room at your house by yourself is just, it's not the same thing as like being in a studio space and like feeding off each other. So it's kind of been a little bit here, a little bit there, but it's definitely not finished.
Yeah.
Honestly, but
Yeah.
it's closer than it was, when the pandemic started.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's kind of fortunate. It did really just kind of, and there's been little sprints here and there. Because I remember when we first messaged to set this up, I think I originally, because you had some dates at the end of last year, and then I think this was one of the first dates in the new year that you had available.
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah, let's do January because the album will be done by then.
Yeah.
I was like, when I was scrolling through like to see details, I remember coming across that message, and I'm just like, oh, facepalm, like,
Shit.
yeah. But I mean, hey, like, we're gonna just own it. Like that's just what happened. Like I feel like both of us also have had other creative things like the kind of just like little side quests and stuff like that come up.
yeah, I mean, like things that popped up that we would have never gotten into had we not had this time, like kind of in isolation.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Like keep on thinking about what you guys are doing and kind of think it through a little more with this extra time.
And don't get me wrong, like we really want to be back into it. We really want to be playing shows out. You know what I mean? But obviously, like, ain't shit we can do about it right now. So.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna keep on recording
Absolutely.
into this year.
100%.
Yeah. I don't know if we quite have a goal yet for when the album's gonna come out, but like probably like it needs to happen soon. Like, cause it's close. It really is close. We have so luckily we were able to do all of our the rhythm tracking essentially. So we started with doing drum and bass, and we recorded that in the studio. So we got all those core tracks done. So like the bones of every single song is laid out. It's all recorded.
Essentially, all lead vocals are done. Most harmonies are done. Like rhythm guitars are done. Just like little lead sections here and there, and then strings, and where we have like trumpet, like horns and stuff. So
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, that's probably gonna be like the last thing, but it's a big thing to do. You know what I mean? Get other musicians in the studio with us.
Oh yeah. Especially now, it's kind of like, well, I mean, there's like, because of the whole thing, people have more time, I guess. Like the studio musicians kind of, I guess, have more time because I mean, usually
not working as much.
Yeah, like usually studio musicians are touring with other bands or stuff like that, and I mean that's not really going on right now. So I guess
everybody's just in place.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Right. Yeah, but we have we collaborated with a friend of ours, who he laid out some string parts. So we have we're gonna record with some. I think we have a couple people that are either students at CIM up in Cleveland or like in that kind of network. But our one song we actually will play it on Watch Tonight. It has some real sweet string parts. So we got to get that all laid out. That's like I think one of the big, at least for me, that's one of the ones I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about that song in particular. But
yeah, nice.
So
yeah, CIM is great. I mean,
yeah, it's a killer network of musicians. Like, and that school is obviously top notch. Like, so yeah, I don't know. Good cats up there, but
it's good.
Talking about Gouda. Talking about it is just like frustrating, kind of almost like we need to like just get this done. It's like when you have that project that's just been lingering and you know that you need to do it. And yeah, like just get that creative energy flowing. So maybe you've inspired us tonight to get back on the horse.
You guys better get it done by next month, or I am just
give us a deadline, Dave. Come on. We need a deadline now.
Have this on my desk by next month.
Right. Or you're fired.
You're fired. Kind of sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You're fired. Get out of my studio now.
All right. So I got one more question for you guys. What are some tips you would give to any musicians just starting out?
You want to go first, or should I go first?
Take it away, brother.
Definitely like I'd say like listen to a lot. Like listen to a lot of music. But I don't know. Like maybe like it's hard to say like don't take yourself too seriously, because then like you like there needs to be like a seriousness and passionate about the craft, but like I guess find a balance of like how seriously you're going to take yourself as an artist, to like the point where you're going to hold yourself to this standard that you want to be at, but then also like don't take yourself too seriously, because like I know for me in the past, like a lot of anxiety and performance anxiety and all that is like kind of come from like thinking I need to be something, or I'm not good enough or something like that. So it's like take your work ethic seriously maybe, but then like when it comes time to like just be your own artist, like don't take that as seriously.
Yeah,
And
man,
then,
I feel like we can get like kind of drowned in that thought of like, am I good enough or am I gonna be good enough? But like at the end of the day, you're missing out on like right here, right now, enjoying that music. And I would just say like, be in it for the right reasons. Be in it because you love it, and you can't wait to hang out with your buddies and jam, or you can't wait to get on stage and rock out. Like, you gotta love it. If you don't love it, don't do it.
Plus, it's all subjective.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Nothing makes me more upset than when I hear people like trashing other musicians or artists. It's just like, even if they're like mainstream, like if people are like, oh, I don't like Billie Eilish, it's like, bruh, it's subjective. It's all good, man. They're putting their heart out there, you know? They love it.
Yeah.
Let them do what they love, you know?
except Taylor Swift.
Oh, that was just, it goes without
Oh
saying.
my god!
There's the juicy.
Whap,
No,
whap.
I'm just playing. But yeah, no, definitely, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a sidestep from the original question, but yeah, talking shit about other artists and that type of thing, like that's like, I don't know, you need to be able to learn from other people. I feel like, so even somebody that you perceive is like not very good, or like something that you think is like, oh, I don't like their music. It's like, no, you need to like look at it from the perspective of like, what can I learn from that person?
Everybody's got something to teach you, man.
Yeah,
Humble yourselves.
yeah.
Totally.
I like that a lot.
Well, thank you guys for coming on tonight.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us, bro.
You guys are a duo. You guys are like the dynamic duo.
Dynamic.
Dynamic duo.
That's maybe we should change our name. The Dynamic Duo.
I think we're on to something.
Damn, it's the dynamic duo. Oh my god. So where can they find you guys?
I live in Canton.
They can find me at Giant Eagle. I usually shop at. And,
So yeah, what hours of the day? Like
I used to be there around 9, but they close at that time now. So
really?
He's at the Senior
Yeah, dude.
Citizens shopping hour
At 9 a.m.
do they still do those?
Probably, I would imagine.
I think Aldi's does.
Right? Yeah. But we're on Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah, dude. Give
Facebook,
them a
Instagram.
quick spelling.
Salinas Pali. Salinas Pali.
It's in the episode title.
Nice.
So
Well, now you get it twice.
But yeah, we're on all the major streaming platforms, social medias. So yeah, check us out. The new album will be dropping soon, so stay tuned.
heck yeah.
It's gonna be-
I'm really excited for it. But
yeah.
Now we get to play some music.
yeah. Play some music. Hey, everybody can find me on Instagram at Davey_Squires and on Facebook, Davey Squires Music. You can find all the past episodes at dsquires.com/Squires Station. And I have a Patreon right now. You can donate $5 a month. You can get the episode bloopers. You can get Nick's Newts, I guess, on the Patreon. $5 a month.
I was gonna say, talk about your OnlyFans too. Is that or are we not?
We keeping that under wraps? Or?
Oh, that's password protected.
I just assumed that's why people had Patreons nowadays.
For my
For your exclusive content.
exclusive content. Oh my god. And
Yeah.
that's it. That's the end.
Wrap.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Thank you for having us.
Good night.
Woo!
Woo.